Yep. Paul Cree, make your own bed, hope for the best. Story number 8, I think. Show development. All these jobs, stories about jobs that I've had. This is the next one. One of the oldest ones. I even performed this at a couple of different events. Yeah, gonna get into it really. 30th, 31st of July, Camden People's Theatre. I'm there 9 o'clock doing a preview of all of this stuff that if you've been following these stories, I'm going to be putting them together. You might be wondering what on earth I'm doing. Sorry, my dog's in the room. He's making weird noises. Anyway, this is it. Let's get cracking. The geezer on the security desk had taken my photo and given me a red temporary ID badge, which I attached to my ill-fitting shirt and told me to head up to floor number 4. I had to wait for someone to swipe me into the lifts and press the button, as apparently these temp badges don't do anything. They're just for show. I stood in that lift thinking a similar thing about me, wearing this new clobber, which I hastily bought using the rapidly running out of credit card. As soon as my brother's mate Dom green-lighted this job, I was out of Sainsbury's like a shot and straight down Primark as I had no clothes. Plastic out, praying it weren't maxed out. Final Sainsbury's shift yesterday, and now here I am. And I can barely walk. My movement is slow. Painfully slow. Thank God I'm in the lift and not taking these stairs. These brand new leather shoes on my feet are killing. My trousers too tight and this shirt too baggy. That's too many twos and I don't do it like Jay-Z. Last night, after my last shift, I played a full 90-minute game of football in a special Sainsbury's vs Morrison's London Road grudge match. Having not played or taken part in any sport or any physical exercise really aside from walking in a very long time. I think I might have overexerted myself. I woke up this morning busted, feeling like I'd had the total shit kicked out of me. Somehow I got dressed and hobbled all the way down here from Preston Park into the South Lanes, which must be like 2 miles, and now where I am, stood like a mug, all bent out of shape, worried that my hip's gonna pop out at any moment in this 70s looking call centre, waiting to start my new temp job for Lloyds Bank via a Deco employment agency where my brother's mate Dom works. I'm stood by the door in full view of everyone who works in here. It's open plan, or whatever it is they call it, where everyone can see each other. I don't really know anything about this job. I took it because it was more dough, and seemingly there is no one willing to come and even introduce themselves to me, or at least tell me where I should be waiting. I'm painfully shifting my weight from one leg to the other like a really shit seesaw. I've been nervously stood here for the last 10 minutes, wondering with increasing alarm about what I'm supposed to be doing. It doesn't take long before my internal monologue starts turning into a eulogy. Paul, you're a dickhead. What are you doing? Paul, there's probably some very simple instruction that you've not followed because you're a dickhead. Run away, Paul. Run away. There's the door. Run. No one cares. Run away. Actually, don't run because you can't run, can you, you dickhead? Because you played football last night and didn't stretch and you're not fit. Not fit for anything. You dickhead. Dickhead. Several banks of workers sat around these octagonal desks all seemed to be taking turns to look at me whilst wearing these Mr. Motivator headsets and having tense phone conversations with people who owe money to the bank. This is a debt collection centre for Lloyd's TSB. I've figured out that much. I doubt any of these customers on the other end of the blower want to be having these conversations. I'm supposed to be doing something to do with data entry, typing numbers into a spreadsheet most likely and presumably being supervised by someone, or at the very least being told where I need to stand or sit while said person prepares the training video with the minor celebrity instructing me with the correct way of lifting a box. Is this part of the job? Is it like some shit unskilled worker version of those initiative tests they do for new SAS recruits? It's a bit much for a temp job, innit? I spy this vending machine at the other end of the room, a fair old distance away next to some partitioned off area. Maybe that's where the phase 2 interrogation is. Before I'm blindfolded, bundled in the back of a van and dropped off in some lorry park somewhere off the M4 where I tackle the data entry in some giant warehouse full of warheads with a machine gun pointed at me. I'm going to that vending machine. Nah, no, I'm not. I've been stood here for a good 10 minutes. My body is seized up again, putting one leg in front of the other. And moving forward is like a rescue operation for a massive rusting oil tanker marooned on some rocks for the last 30 years. And if I head down to that vending machine, I'm worried that I'll be in the wrong place for me to stand and I'll miss the person I'm supposed to meet and end up getting in trouble on my first day. Why can't someone tell me what I'm supposed to be doing? Think, Paul. Alright, I'll go to the toilet. I go to turn. Shit, that hurts. I turn back. That hurts as well. Wait. What if that vending machine is where I'm supposed to wait? That little partitioned off interrogation area. I go to walk towards it again. What if it ain't? I stop. This is stupid. I've turned around on the same spot 3 times now, like an inebriated, agitated, disorientated squirrel, all in front of these Mr. Motivator headphone people. What am I doing? Why am I the only person who seems to unintentionally turn the most mundane and simplest of tasks into a scene from Indiana Jones? I take a breath and reason with myself. Maybe I should head over to that vending machine and get a drink. I think I've already fucked this up anyway. Might as well go out in a blaze of hydration. I slowly and painfully move forward, 1 foot at a time, feeling like a Blue Peter camera crew are following my every move and every other pair of eyes are firmly fixed on what must be the world's shittest catwalk impression as I trudge forwards, passing each octagonal desk full of workers, busy on the phones, towards that vending machine, keeping that vending machine in my eyesight, hoping that it's not some sort of mirage that my mind has conjured up, and this isn't really one big never-ending call center abyss in which I never find out what I'm meant to be doing here and just die on the call center floor like a dead mouse in that weird claws up position, mouth open, rotting on the brown tea-stained lifeless carpet tiles, having never made it to the desk I'm supposed to sit at, just a corpse stripped of his cheap Primark clobber and Elizabeth Jute jewellery by the savage Mr. Motivator workers, another Redeco employment agency pretender who failed miserably. Should have stayed at Sainsbury's. Data entry is clearly above my station. I look around. I feel a bit calmer. I'm sat on this really wide purple chair, the type of chair they seem to have in the dentist waiting room, leafing through some glossy trade magazine that was on the coffee table, wondering if anyone actually reads these. They couldn't be any drier. Some editorial with a picture of a middle-aged guy with shiny white teeth and his signature underneath, talking about caravan holidays in Wales. I think that momentary dryness must have erased the last few moments of my life because somehow I got a cup of water from the vending machine and I'm sat in these dentist waiting room chairs waiting for something or someone. There are 2 women sat opposite me, chatting. They must work here as they seem relaxed and familiar. There's another geezer, Asian guy with glasses and a moustache, sat there drinking coffee on his own, also leafing through another copy of this same shit trade magazine. I wonder what he made of that review regarding the Toro Hover Pro 550 petrol lawnmower. A tad biased, perhaps. Hi, Peter. I look up to see a man looking at me, all dressed in black, complete with DM boots with a couple of earrings in his left ear and a lot of silver and leather jewellery on his fingers and arms. I can see a couple of tats popping out from under his short sleeve shirt. Looks about 40 odd. Not the sort of geezer I'd expect to see somewhere in a call centre for a big bank. Maybe he's into caravan holidays. Nah, sorry, I'm Paul. Paul, apologies, and you must be Mohammed. I'm Darren. I think this is the man who's going to tell me the correct way to lift the box. Right, that's it. Boom. There's number 8, I think. Make your own bed, hope for the best. Show development. There's a few more of these to come, and then I'm going to start putting it all together. And I'm thinking about possibly getting some filming done for when I do the shows at Camden People's Theatre. I'm quite enjoying this sort of video diary process. But yeah, 30th, 31st, Camden People's Theatre, London. Not quite in Camden, it's in the borough of Camden, but it's right round the corner from Euston Station, so it's pretty central. It's about as central as you can possibly be. Yo, Friday night, Saturday night, come and have a drink, see some live shows, maybe come and have a chat. Yeah, man, book the tickets. Also, Eyeballs this Friday. Yeah, 7 till 9, Instagram live, Camden People's Theatre, Beats and Elements. We've got a whole bunch of sick artists, beatboxers, poets, rappers, and all of that nonsense. Anyway, that's it from me. Nice one. Bye.